have come to Ghana, specifically the northern region of Ghana. I live in a city called Tamale. I felt like Ghana was the most well-suited for my personal gifts and for how God has crafted me. Some of the struggles that I have faced is Ghanaian culture is very fluid. They're not very time-oriented as people. So things are always running late. Things are always running longer than you expect them to. And that can get a little hard when you're not a full-time missionary, but you're only a part-time missionary and a part-time student. But kind of the good part about it is people are very understanding here, more so than I would say than people in America. So if you have to cancel plans or reschedule something, people here are very forgiving of that. And some of our ministry has been with a local Unreached People group. That ministry, they are a Muslim people group. They are seen as outsiders in Ghana. They are really targeted, and there's a lot of racial oppression against these people. So a lot of our ministry has been going to visit them in the village, spend time with them. We will spend several nights with them in their homes and really get to know them as people. Recently we went to one of their houses, and every time we go, we usually try to connect with the patriarch of the house to show respect and make sure that we are being received well in their household. And we were speaking with this patriarch. He was sharing with us how recently he has been praying, and God has put on his heart that if any of his children wanted to become a Christian, he would not hinder them, he would not stop them, which is huge for a Muslim father to say that, because here Muslim people take their religion very seriously and they expect their children to follow after them. And later in that conversation, we invited that Muslim father to come to church. He himself did not come, but he sent his oldest son and a few of his daughters to come to the church. Most Muslim people will refuse to step foot in a church. So for a Muslim father to send his children to go to church, to hear the Bible study, and he wanted them to come home and tell them what they heard, it just means that his ears are opening up and his heart is softening, and that he is considering, what is the gospel, who is this Jesus, what does this mean for my family? There's definitely been a movement that is starting amongst that people group. I think that some of those walls are starting to come down and they're starting to open up to us more. For me, coming to Bethany was a chance of redemption. When I graduated high school, I started college, some things happened in my personal life, and I had to drop out. I went from straight A's to straight F's, into a depression, very, very hard time in our family. And my mom knew that I had a heart for missions, and she found BGU. And all these things kind of lined up together for me to come to BGU. And so I think that BGU has this, for me, it has had this sense of redemption and this sense of following after God, letting him guide my next steps. And I have seen how God has been sustaining me through that. BGU has been a great second chance for me. My biggest shift in character since being here is I'm just learning to approach difficulty with a lot more compassion and kindness, and not holding on to anger or bitterness, but just allowing your love dictate how you treat them and how you handle the situation. BGU is worth it. Totally. 10 out of 10 would recommend.